Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, let's do this thing. Alright. It's a Mountain Dew, so say Mountain Dew. Diet one. Alright. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. We'll get into this. Okay, dokie. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Let's get into this. Let's see. Let's take with our bishop. Really don't want to, at this moment, dishook my pawns. So I'm just going to come in. Yeah, just going to retreat my bishop back. There's no real reason to let him. That is not a very wise move. Also, I'm going to try to win the bishop pair and see what we can do here. Oh, okay. Okay, so he wants to. Interesting. So he's going to try to attack my bishop. Actually, this is not how you play, by the way. So you don't want to. You don't actually don't want to do that. And yeah, you play bishop here. I mean rook there, because I want to be able to like jump right on in. There we go. First of all, check here. Take a pawn there. And I'll take and check there. Okay. So let's see. Where do I want to put my bishop? Where to? Where to? Where to? I think I'm just gonna retreat it back. I don't want to give any. I don't want to trade off my light squared bishop because it's a really good bishop. I think his bishop at this point is trapped. Yeah. He lost his bishop there. He'll have to play there. So we'll. Interesting. Okay. I really don't want to open up. I know I'm giving him a pass pawn, but not really. I'm just gonna retreat my bishop back here. I'll give him one more shot. You know, it's always nice to give him another shot at a game. So he's going for the exchange variation. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put my my bishop right there. Interesting. Okay. Get my light square bishop outside the pawn chain. And then develop my knight. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna play my queen right there. The idea, oh, so he expands on that side, huh? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting. Let's hammer away at his pawn there. Okay, we'll take with the rook. Okay. I don't know. Do I want to double up Brooks? Yeah, I'll just do that. Let's triple up on that file. Let's take there. Oops, that was a bad move. That's okay. That did not pan out. I didn't think there. Ouch. Should have taken my bishop. Drat. Okay. Let's see here. Because I don't want to give up my. And there we go. Sometimes you just gotta suck it up if you make a mistake, and just deal with it. Interesting. Okay. Remember, he has to think. Yeah, that's an interesting plan for sure. Hey, how you doing? Huh. Let's jump in there. So at this point, it's kind of different. Okay. I'm gonna have to unhook my I have to bring this over here. Well, do I want to do that? Kinda. Oh boy, that was not a good idea. That was a bad idea. Very bad. That's actually a double checkmate. Ah, drat. Wow, he missed that. Wow. That's blessed there. Okay. Let's see, how can I recover from that inaccurate move? Yeah, I just gonna have to do that. I hate having to do that. I have to have a spot to flee to. Otherwise, it's mate. Yeah, that opening up that structure was bad, 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 bad. Let's see here. Wowzers. This is not working out too well for me right now. Let's see. I think that's mate. Yeah. I don't know if I could escape mate at that point. Let me see here. Oops. Let's see here. Yeah, it's mate 5. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, that was back here. He's still winning. That was mate 1. Yeah, so I kind of blundered a little bit back here, but we you have to always, kind of continue onward and upward. Okay, let's get this back here. I think he's doing the King's Indian, if I'm not mistaken. Hello. Good morning. Just develop. There's really no rush. Yeah, I kind of changed the color a little bit. Yeah, I do like it like that. Kind of like the green. It kind of reminds me of the tournament boards. Yeah, I do. I do like the French. I like the French. Wow. Okay. Potentially, I think I could have taken there. Let me see here. Could I have taken? Oh, he plays there. Wow, he's really interesting for sure. He's expanding hugely on the king side. So I'm kind of gonna open this up a little bit. I really don't want to exchange and attack my knight. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Well, do I want to do that? I don't know. It's kind of insane idea of getting that position. Well, let me see here. I'm just gonna do that. Try to get this knight off the board. Wow, that's not fun. I hate having to do that. That's not fun for sure. Okay, so that has to come off now. That's very important. I got to get that off too. Okay, so now he's putting the pressure on. So I can't allow this to open up, otherwise I'm in deep trouble. Yeah, this isn't too happy for me. Gonna have to kind of keep this a little bit more. I'm gonna have to get my queen involved here. I don't like doing that, but Yeah. Oh boy, my queen is, my knight's trapped. Ouch. Let's see here. What to do, what to do. I have a very cramped position. So I'm gonna lose that, but I have to. You gotta do what you gotta do, kinda, to get this position going. You have to sometimes sacrifice a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, that's mate. That's right. Then I gotta see where I went wrong here. Yeah, I went wrong here somewhere. Let me see. I think it was in the opening. Let's see. Okay. Still fine here. Still fine. Still fine. Okay, that was the sitch right here, undermining that structure. Because then he takes, and I take with my, I think the queen at that point. Then he takes there. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's. So, yeah, that's not a fun position to be in. Yeah, I think we know now. I think I know now where I went wrong. It was in this closed position. I should have broke it open. I didn't break that open, and that was the sitch. Let's try e5, e4 this time. See if we can get some French. You might try the French here. Let's just expand. Okay, now we have to play a little bit more positional. So we're gonna have to maneuver a little bit. Well, first of all, I'll see if I can break the king side open a little bit. Just weaken this structure here. I might play queen there and then hammer home. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna play queen here and then try to trade off that bishop. Yeah. See if I can trade that off. Let's see if we can lock this position down. Oh, so he's kicking my knight out. Not a problem. I got what I wanted. I have a locked center now. So now we're gonna have to play more positional somewhat. Let's see here. How do I want to infiltrate? I'm just gonna start just coming in. Don't really get so overwhelmed with positional. Just get this locked down. Bring my Oh, so he's locking that down now. Okay. So now I can come in and plant my knight there forever. Ooh, so he wants to implant his knight there. So okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that knight first. Now lock down the position. Okay, now I need to start. Now it's all about moving your. Okay, I gotta move my. Get a rook over there at least. Okay. So we're gonna have to start expanding a little bit on the king side. Let's see here. Boy, this is really positional here. Yeah, reconnect everything. See maybe if I can infiltrate in. Ooh, that's kind of scary. I don't really like that. That's kind of not the way I like that, no. So now all right, if I can get in here. see, how do I want to, I have to, oh, here we go. Perfect. I'll infiltrate in that way. Close up that little spot there. Okay. Okay, we'll stop there. Oh, wow. Snikes. Oh. Boy, that was it. That was an intense endgame. Yeah, this is all, we'll go over right here. I'll show you. We'll go over the game. Hold on, I gotta move some of my pieces off my board so I can, then I don't have to click. I can just use my arrow key and I can keep it up here. Just give me a sec. I'll put these off to the side. There we go. There we go. Gotta get my keyboard. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Where did my opponent go wrong? Let's see. Yeah, at this point, this is actually where he started going awry. I think. Let me see. Hold in here. I know there's a point at here. Let's see, there. No, everything's fine. Still far. We're equal. Slightly better. He's slightly. Yeah, that was a good game. But you know, you have to remember that it takes time and studies to get that good, and the ability that the Lord's given you, you got to use to the fullness. Okay, now this is equal. We're still equal until it goes like to a 0.6 or okay. He's slightly better. When it goes over half is usually when. I mean, I'm slightly better. I forgot I was white. Okay, so there he took. Oh, it says take there. I took that way. So it's an equal position now. Oh, yeah, it's equal because it's only a 0.1. He plays there. I took. He took. I slid over. He was supposed to take. Oh, I should have taken. Let me see. What's it say here? So when he moved there. So it's a 0. Okay. I moved up there. He moved there. I took. He took. So now I'm still slightly better. Okay, now we're at a 0. Trying to get some see where he's doing. Yeah, because right here his idea was that. That would have been not fun. So he checked there. I went down. Oh, it says to go here. Wow. I put it there. Yeah, because at this point you're trying to get inside his fortification, and he's got 2 pockets that you can actually do that. And if it wasn't for these spots here, I don't know if I'd be able to actually have pulled a win. And now he plays up there. That was a slight inaccuracy because he allowed for me to take. And then let me see, what does it say? Okay. So, oh, interesting. So up here is where he went awry. Okay, if he goes there. Okay, you lock. Oh, I got it. You locked the whole chain down. Interesting. Yeah, the whole position's totally locked now. There's no counterplay. Not one bit of counterplay for our opponent. Because this whole position's like, it's like he's outside the pawn chain, but there's really not enough to consider really anything because I have 2 spots that I'm attacking. One of those is going to fall. He can't really hold both. If he tries to hold there, I win something like that. Or actually, that's a bad move. You don't want to go there. Delete that. So here, and then you have to implant your queen here to see. His idea is to push there and try to open the position. So he plays there, and then you snap that one off first. He comes down, you come there, he comes up. And now you're just basically, it's because it's the end game, you can just maneuver as long as you want. There's no point of entry for our opponent. This whole line is locked. There's nothing. This reminds me of an Alpha Zero versus Stockfish game. He actually got Stockfish in a position like this, and there was no breathing room. Yeah, they I think no, it's Jeremy Silman called when in a position like this with a bishop. One second, I gotta pull this so I can see what you guys are saying. There we go, right there. The bishop's called a tall pawn. That's what it's called in with Jeremy Silman. So I still was okay takes, and then I came in here because I'm going for. I should have actually, like what it said, that would have been a stellar move. I don't know. I think I was getting low on time at this point because you're getting the same idea, but with more of an attack there. He's gonna have to go up here, and then you. Yeah, I think taking here still is okay. It's not as good as probably what the computer said, but and then now you can bring your king up. Now you have a weak point here, and that bishop's gonna have to stay there. If it doesn't, which it has to leave, then you snap off another, and now you got this pass pawn. He does have there like what it's saying, but then you can take. And he has a pass pawn, but it's a nothing pass pawn. And now he's got he's got an infiltration back point, but I really don't see where, you just trade off, and there's nothing that could, could stop. This knight's going to gobble these things up, and you have two passers here, one passer there. You have the theory of two weaknesses. There's nothing that black can do here but basically just endure all the pain in the world. So that's not fun. So okay, so there. Let's see if I played this right. I played that right. Sweet. Okay, he played that was not right. Interesting. So there, I was thinking about this back here. I actually was thinking about this, but I thought that he could pin me there. But actually he can't. Oh wow, man, I didn't see that. That's stellar, because at this point, if he does something like that, you can actually take here. If he pushes there, you can actually take. And now this is getting a little bit uncomfortable. I'm saying, yes, I still have, chance to win a pawn, but I don't think this can be stopped because of this structure. You want to kind of, sometimes you don't want to get greedy. This right here, this structure, you want to keep it. Don't gobble these guys up. Because what this does is, if you gobble this one up, yes, you get a pawn, but you free up his bishop. So you want to, if he trades and trades, you want to wait to gobble these guys up. Because this is going to end up becoming a pawn, and you can actually protect it. With, like, if you play something like this, you can actually play here and then get this guy going like here, and then he goes, and if he tries up here, then he goes, and there's no way to stop that. So I'm still winning. There's nothing really he can do. Oh, that's interesting. So mate 7. Okay, so what happens here? Let's say he moves there. Oh wow. Okay, if he. Oh wow, he has to walk right into an attack. Snikes. He walks right into one. Wow. Ouch, I missed that. Okay. When I thought I was just going to simplify down, I'd probably, interesting, so that's 65 pawns. Okay, that'll eventually promote when you have a passer here and 2 there. And that was mate, yeah. Let's see what would have happened if he's properly played. Still mate in 5, so let's see here, there. First you take the bishop, he takes your queen, he pushes, check, checkmate. Wow. Yeah, so not the most perfect end game, but a pretty good end game nonetheless. So not the most perfect one. So let's see. I think I have some. I wanted to show you one game that I priorly played. Let's see if it's down here. Is this it? Oh right, yeah, here it is. This is it. I was black here. I did the French defense. Not, but that's actually, this is the French defense. I think it's the Steinitz variation of the French. But he really didn't go down that line. The Steinitz variation would have actually been after this to, hold on, I gotta get to analysis. Would have been to actually have gone there and then played here. This is more Steinitz. Sometimes you get into, otherwise you get the Alekhine clad, ironclad variation, and it's really interesting. So, but I just decided why not attack, so I got 3 attackers. He protected. I just pushed. He took. He pushed. And then this was a really cool one that I did. I could have retreated back, but then I played there. He moved there. He took. Then I took with my queen. He took back, and then I took. It's kind of weird. We have opposite structures. I castled. He played there. He took. And so now I have this open F file. I went boom. He played there. I just grabbed another one. And I decided to, if he was to gobble here, I potentially have a win. So he's going to have to retreat back there. And I guess I could play here and then maybe push. If he takes there, I think I can, yeah, I can get this pawn going. So if he plays here, at this point I now can start gobbling everything. If he takes there, I could just start, oh, that's mate in 1, my bad. So I can't do that. And this is kind of the pressure that I put him under. This isn't part of the game. This is just you know, I just want to show you a line that can happen. Check. Then you go here. Then if he takes check, you just move over here. And then if he tries checking here, you could just push this there, and now you got 2 monster passers, and it's like, really, what you gonna do? First you gobble that. He's so passive here. It's like check. And then now you can actually, if he goes back, I believe we can actually, yeah, at this point you can, if he checks there, you just go straight up, and now you've got your passers coming. This is a standard walking the pawns, 2 connected passers. Though we both have passers, but the difference is mine's more advanced and my rooks are more active. His king is more passive, so all my pieces are more active, and that's the difference in the position. Like I can get going here, he's gonna have to go up there, and then what I'm gonna have to do is more likely play here when he checks there. Well, no, actually he has to check here, that's right, first, because gotta be careful not to lose this. So now if he checks there, I can play there. I can actually, sorry, not there, I mean I can, yeah, now everything's passive. It's kind of weird how this is playing. It's like I'm 3 pawns up, but do I really have anything to gain from those 3 pawns? I don't know. Let's check this out here. If he takes here, I can actually take this rook. Then he can push. I can push. Well, I think at that point that's a mistake. So yeah, I lose an advantage here. Now I have to play passive. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So well, I'll just show you how the game went. You just got to be very careful in your play. He played there, and what he did was he made a fatal mistake, and it was that. And then he resigned here because that happens. When he took here, he took away the checking ability. He had to play there. And then I checked. A rook comes here. Forced. You take. King takes. And I think I can start gobbling these up. And I'm up a whole pawn, which, unless you're, you know, like Magnus Carlsen or one of those, or a grandmaster, you're going to kind of have a sitch with this move there. Now I just get this one rolling. I have the king cut off. It's funny, he's got my king cut off and he's got his king cut off, so it's like really interesting for sure. So it's equal at that point. So this would have been a draw. Wow. Very interesting, huh, guys? That's like crazy. So we'll do one more, then we'll log off. I mean, not log off. We'll get into puzzles. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're going against a 1500. We should be able to destroy this. Let's just well, do I want to do that or risk pushing the pawn? I don't know. I'll just attack on the queen side. I need a castle too at this point. Don't let up. Don't let up on anything. double attack here and there. I think he's going to have to play, if I'm not mistaken, rook takes to consolidate anything. I don't know if he has. I don't know if he's willing to do that though. Actually, he can't. He's got to. I apologize. He'll lose his queen, so he's got to move his queen. So that was actually a losing mistake there. I think he should have actually taken here. That was actually his best chance. But I think he was afraid that after takes here, that actually after here and then takes there, I can actually win a knight. So I think that's what he was afraid of, winning a knight, losing a knight there. That's what I think he is. Yeah. So he's got to play here. Let's see. Interesting for sure. I kind of like just taking with the bishop, attacking his queen. I would love to play here, but I can't at this moment. Just gonna have to play there because I gotta stop that from happening. Interesting. Wow, he's really desperate on that. Huh. Nice find there. He plays there. When takes there, yes, she has that. No, thank you. If I'll analyze this, I'll show you what would have happened. Takes there, and I plays there. And if he takes there, I take there. He takes there, and then I take here, and I win. I want to check back here. That's mate 6, so. Interesting, okay. There's that tactic. Oh, that was a mistake. I see that now. Yikes. So here, and I see if he comes here to check, you just intercept with the bishop. Then he was there. Okay, still 4 pawns up. Okay. Wow, I missed that totally. That was a blunder. So I should have moved here. Now that was it. I also missed that one too. Okay. Okay. Wow, I gotta be careful. I had 2 spots that were questionable. So, we'll go into some puzzles now. Okay. We'll do some puzzles. Kind of give it a break for a little bit there. Okay. Let's set up our position here. Right there. Set up our pawns. You gotta set up your pawn structure first. Then it makes a lot more sense on the direction you want to go to. Let's see here. I'm just setting up my board, so if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just getting everything. I have the board below my keyboard, so I mean my monitor. It's actually on a arm, so that I could do that, which is really nice. So I gotta say, that's really nice. I can move it around wherever I need it to be, and I don't have to worry about let's see, you know, putting it on top of something. Okay, do I have that? Oh, I'm missing our king. Do I have everything right? Yep, I got everything right. Okay, black played pawn takes pawn. So now what did he give up? He gave up the protection of this knight. So we have to think to ourselves, can we actually take the knight? Is it profitable to take the knight? So if we play queen takes, knight. What happens if we play queen takes knight? You have to calculate that. I'll let you guys calculate that for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, okay. Do you guys have any ideas about kinda where we need to be going? Let's see here. If we play queen takes queen, queen takes knight, what could he play? He's got a discovery, and we don't like that right there. I mean, if we take here, he's got a nice discovery. But does that discovery actually hurt us at all? I think our queen's potentially trapped at that point. No, well, let me see. See, if we take here, and then he plays either here or there. He's got actually really 3 moves he can go to, or 4. But these are the most critical spots here. After, if we take here, he goes there or there. G4 or H5. And then he gets a tempo on that, 'cause there he gets a free move. don't really see if there's any other way to kind of handle that. I don't see any real threats that he has. Even with a discovery, let me see. Okay, if we play queen takes knight. He's got two discoveries. He's got one here and one there. So if he plays the discovery on after that, if he plays a discovery on g4, we'd have to move our queen up. And then potentially the queen could actually come into gh4. But then we have rook takes pawn. Or we just play pawn takes knight, and so what do we really get at that point? So the queen really can't come in. So we'd have to, so at this point if takes up, he would have to play knight to e3, which would attack the rook and that pawn there. So it'd be a rook attack here and here. I believe the queen is trapped at that point too. I don't think there's really any. I think if we take here, he plays here, he has to go up, then okay, that's I think the queen is trapped at that point. Yeah, the queen is trapped. There's no escape. That would be covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered. Yeah, that would be a lost position. We can't take here. We would actually lose our queen to that move there. And then this would be covered because I should be under attack there. So, so we can't do that. That's off limits. That knight is untouchable. So what can we do to make it touchable? The knight is vulnerable, so you have to keep that in mind when you're playing out your moves. So I'm trying to think, do we take with our bishop? Bishop takes pawn. We'd just be up a pawn at that point. really not sure about this one here. It's kind of like really interesting. Excuse me. Long day. Long day. Trying to think. What do we play? Because we can't take the knight with queen takes d4. Can we play queen takes f4? Let me think. Queen takes f4. Queen takes f4. And then I think we still, excuse me, I think we still have the same sitch with knight to h5. So if we played here, knight h5. So I don't know if we win anything with that. Interesting. Maybe we can actually win this if we play here. See there. Knight. And then we could actually push the pawn. At this point we could push the pawn. So if we played here, we played there. So let's say here, here. Then we push. You could play bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn. And then we have queen. We have queen over in front of the bishop, and I believe we are safe there. So, and then we've actually won a pawn. So let's go back. So if we play here, he has to play there. I'm sorry. If he plays there, we push, and if he takes, so actually he has to play here, I'm sorry, because then we can retreat back. So after here, here, which covers these squares, we push this pawn up here. And then if bishop takes pawn, we have queen over here, and then I don't think there's really anything more that he could do. I think we've won a piece for a pawn, and we're safe. Yeah, we could actually take this knight. Yeah. So that was a good find there. Good find, guys. Good find. Keep up the good work. Gotta turn the board around. I should put the white pieces on one side, black pieces on the other. Then that would help out a little bit when it comes to setting up. That's what I'll do next time. Okay. Off. So hold on. Let's try one more. I believe we can triple attack that. If he plays here, we take, and I think we can actually make his king move. I think I could have won this. Let me see. Or was it a draw? Okay. For some reason there was a lag on that. Okay, let's look into our puzzle now. That was fun, but we need to get into puzzles now. Okay. Oh boy. Boy. What did I... Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, I was wondering why this puzzle thing it wasn't a puzzle. It's a game. That's funny. Okay, so we gotta turn this around we're playing as black right now in the puzzles. So let's see what we got here. Let's do this thing. Okay, it's not very many pieces, so won't take me very long to set up. Let's see here. Gotta remember to put the whites on one side and the blacks on the other, because what happens is sometimes I get the pieces mixed up, and I don't want that. It takes me longer to set it up then, and I don't want that to happen. So I want to get right on into this with you guys. Okay, onward and upward, my friends. Okay, let's see here. So let's just go back real fast. Hold on. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. I will be right back. Right back. Alrighty then. Just wanted to make sure. I had to check something. One of my cords was acting kind of funny, so I had to make sure it was okay. Okay. Back to puzzles. Okay, dokie. Okay, if we take here, he takes back, takes there, he takes there, I don't know, here, here, let's see. Almost forgot my king. That's interesting. Okay. If we play bishop takes rook, that's attacking the queen. And then if queen takes bishop, queen takes queen. So the queen can't take there. Let's see. Potentially we have a check with our bishop here, and then the king's gonna have to move. I think we're okay at that point, so I don't know if bishop takes, I mean queen takes, bishop's the move now that I think about it. So, let's get the rook. Where did I put my rook? There's the rook, okay. So if we take here, he's got check. Hi. Hey. Yeah, we're right in the middle of a puzzle. It's like, it's interesting to see, because if we take here, the puzzle is really odd because the queen can't take back, so the queen would be under attack. But there's also a threat of mate there, so I'm not sure. Let's see if we play bishop takes knight, bishop takes rook, queen takes rook, queen takes queen, bishop takes queen, king takes bishop. After that, king takes bishop. I believe we're up a pawn at that point. I mean a whole piece. So I'm not sure if he can actually do that takes now that we looked up at it. So that's. Do you see anything, guys, that potentially could change the sitch? Do you see anything, guys? I really don't see anything wrong with taking, because if we take, the best he can do is actually go down a whole piece. Otherwise he's lost. His queen's under attack, and this bishop guards this whole diagonal. So I believe that's actually winning. I don't see anything else that he can do. These are fun. These are getting really fun for sure. I don't see really anything that he can do. Because even if he tries to trade off here, over, we can play queen takes queen, bishop takes, and then we can always play rook to d 7, and that threatens checkmate. So he's either gonna have to trade or move. So I don't see really anything that he can do. He's just going to be down a whole exchange. Oh, don't worry about it. If you have an idea, feel free to send it in. It doesn't matter what rating you are on, 17-ish or any of that. This is all about learning and using the gifts the Lord's given us to get better. So just remember, you're always welcome to put in comments about like an idea of here or something like that, and we'll talk through it. But I really don't see anything. Yeah, I played this one game against 2000, and we got to a really good end game. It was really cool, really hard fought end game, especially in a 5 minute game, and it still came out to a checkmate. The structure was all locked up. I had a knight, and my opponent had a bishop. So, and of course, it was the bishop of the pawns that he was on. So it was even though it was outside the pawn structure, it still had no scope. All my pawns were on the opposite color of his. So it was like his bishop, like Jeremy Silman said, is a tall pawn. So I don't really see anything wrong but taking, so I'm just going to take there, yeah. Okay. So that was one idea that he was talking about there. Okay. Do we take the bishop? I believe that's really the only idea we have at this moment. Because if we move, he'll snap off our bishop here. So we're kind of forced at that moment to take. And after queen takes, I think we can play queen there, and then if he plays queen takes queen, no. I think we're up a whole piece at that point. We'd be up a whole. I think it's a rook. Okay, I believe that's the only thing we could do is to take there. And queen takes. So that's check. Now, do we intercept with our queen here? I mean, our rook, or do we intercept with our queen? If we intercept with our queen, he'll just take our bishop. So queen e7. Queen takes bishop and I don't know. I kind of like that, but I'm just a little concerned though about a check here, and then we'd have to intercept, and I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But if we move, we walk into a pin. So, oh boy, 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 boy. We're still up in if we play queen here, we're still up in exchange, even if he takes here. And then we take back, then bishop takes. We'd be up a whole light squared bishop. And even if he took there, we'd still be up a whole exchange, and then we can potentially double up. So if we play rook there, he's got a check there. Then we retreat back, then he's got a check. We'd have perpetual at that point. Hey, how you doing, Fox? So if we play here, he has that there. And I'm not sure if we get out of perpetual. I think we're gonna have to give up our this is a very interesting. It's the only way that stops because I think if we play here, he takes there, we can actually slide over threatening mate. Then if he plays there, we can always just bump up our. After he takes there, we also have maybe a bump up. Yeah, here. And then if bishop takes, we just back rank mate him. So he really can't do anything, but I could just push my rook up and we can attack his queen too if he ever makes a flight square. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, I have no idea why. Let's see, why is that correct? Let me see. Oh, it's an equal position, okay. Draw. So that's the only way to equalize. Or if he takes there, I would take back. And if he plays here, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that was a tough one. We got so close though. I'm surprised they took that much away. see here. Oh boy, 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 boy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, pawn push there. King over here. Knights. So 2 knights instead of, so 1 knight, 2 bishops. I mean 2 knights, 1 bishop. I mean. Wow, this is a pretty interesting position for sure. Hey, how you doing? Well, this reminds me of a line. This reminds me of the Greek gift. I think potentially he has, if we take here, he's got that. So if we take king takes, he's got knight to g5. And then when we go back to g8, queen comes sliding in here. And I'm not sure if we actually win any. I think we get mated here. I think we actually get checkmated here. So I don't know if we could actually take that bishop. Not sure if we can. Let's see. Well, what do you do in the middle game? Well, that's a very interesting allotment of talking. Well, the middle game is more. It depends on what you're set up for. Sometimes the middle game is an attacking or more tactical. The middle game is more of a tactical, so it's tactical. So I'd probably say if you're an attacker, you want to go e4 if you're like white, and that'll set you up for more of a tactical middle game. Middle game ideas are all based on like pins, skewers, forks, double attacks, and all those different types, removing the guard. It's a whole bunch. It's a big category. It's in my opinion, it's one of the areas that needs to be studied almost as equal to as the end game. So the best I really can do for middle game advice is like study tactics. If you're interested in a certain type of opening, put that opening into, like, if you have a database or online database or something, and then take a game that interests you to the middle game and see how that opening by a player that you choose, maybe Nakamura, Caruana, Anon, Wesley So, Ian or Aronian, all those players, and see how they handle it, and then you can start to see how the middle game patterns work into it. So that's kind of the best that I can explain to you, because the middle game is a massive area to study. So I'd probably take somebody like a player that you like. If you have an opening you like, put it in there, play it out to the middle game, see where that goes, and then apply that to your play in the middle game, and you'll actually see an improvement. So I hope that helps you. I'm not I'm still working on the middle game too, so I'm not there's a lot of on YouTube. You probably can check YouTube as well. There's probably videos on YouTube maybe. Ginger GM or Grandmaster Simon Williams has some really good ones. I know St. Louis Chess Club has some too. Yeah, that is an oops, ouch. That is a belief system, but you got to be careful. Sometimes you don't want to castle onto sides. Yeah, safety and castling is good, but make sure that you don't castle into like an attack. If all these pieces are like lining up on this side of the board, and you're thinking, hey, I want to castle kingside, but you have like a queen, a bishop, and everything over here attacking this side. Sometimes the best idea is to castle, but do it on the opposite side. You got to be very careful which side you do castle on, because you potentially might get something called a Greek gift, and that's the position we're in right now, deciding if white can actually survive. I mean, black can actually survive, because if he takes here, there's a Greek gift idea of basically getting almost annihilated. You got to be careful where you castle, because the principles are good, but like Jeremy Silman, Jeremy Silman, international and he's an international grandmaster. He's an international master, FIDE. He says that make sure you have a plan. Plans are huge as well. So just remember, get a plan, stick with it, as long as it doesn't ruin your position. That's what my teacher told me, is it's better to have a plan than not to have a plan, but just make sure it doesn't ruin your position. Okay, we'll get back into this. If you have any ideas on this puzzle here, feel free to interject, an idea, because we'll go over it. This stream is about helping to improve and that. How do you make a plan? Well, that's another interesting, I guess road we can go down. Well, it could be based on something called imbalances, which means if you're like the imbalance in this position for pieces are white has 2 knights. If you notice, for the minor piece count is white has 2 knights and a bishop. The minor piece for black is he's got 2 bishops and a knight. So bishops love to be in an open position. So a plan for black is, if we can survive, this position, it would be to open up the center here. Black would want to open up this center here, because he would like to get his 2 bishops to their optimum power, and because white is missing a dark square bishop, this bishop here is super duper powerful in the game. So the plan would be in this position, if I was to say, just by looking at a game, break the center open and use your bishops in an open game. And because white's gonna want to lock the position down, because he has 2 knights. Knights love close positions. Oh, nice! I like that idea, Fox. That's actually really good too. That's a good one as well. So that's a good one to follow. I don't mean to talk real fast and confuse you. That's not the whole thing. It's just huge. There's so many different things you can make a plan around. It could be a square, And if you like this channel, just click follow, and I'm on like every night, so you can come in and do puzzles with us or watch a game being played or something. And we even do endgame studies, so yeah, it is there. It is basic, but you know, when you get to a certain level, it no like from 1400 to 1800, you're more tactical, and then when you get to the 2000s and up, it's more positional, in my opinion. Sometimes you'll get a position like this, like I don't know how Black got himself or themselves into this situation, because this is like a Greek gift situation. So let's see here, because this is really an interesting position. I'm not sure if we could actually take here. Let's see if we take the king. King takes bishop on h7. Knight. Interesting, knight there. Oh, we could take. Whoa! Why didn't I see that? We could actually take bishop takes. That's funny. We could play bishop takes knight, and then we retreat back, and then oh yeah, this we could save the game. Let's see if bishop takes here, king takes there, knight takes, pawn. So if we play bishop takes, pawn takes, yes, yes, we do a check. Then we move our king back, and let's say the queen comes in to right there. We have interesting. I don't know that now. That's scary. Now that I think about it, I don't think we can take. That's a little scary for me. Yeah, I think we're in a problem here if we take. Youch. Yeah, I think we're in a problem with if we take. So that's off the table right there. So I don't think we can actually take the bishop without getting crunched. Let's see. Let's give it another shot. Okay. There's a couple moves you could do. Okay, after king takes, knight goes to g, g5. King goes up to g6, and then if queen slides in here, right there, we could play bishop takes. Bishop takes knight, queen takes. I think that's mate, so we can't do that either. Yeah, that'd be checkmate as well. Well, no, actually that wouldn't be checkmate. We can retreat back, couldn't we? At that point, I think we can take. Yeah, we could actually take at this point. Okay, now we have to decide what do we want to play. Yikes, you did show a huge line. Ouch. Yeah. So I think at this point now we have to decide where do we want to go from here. Because if we go... Yeah, because if we go here, there, and then there, and we get mated, that's right. So the only move is Queen to King H6. That's it. That's the only way to save the game. King H6. And I don't believe there's any way to stop us from... Yeah, it is mate. It is mate, because if we go here, he comes there, we move over, and then that's checkmate because the knight. So the only move is actually up there. Oh, on here, my 5-minute, I think elo is like 1800, and then my medium of the road elo is on here 2000, like 5. I haven't done some slow games lately, so probably maybe 2000, somewhere around there. But you know what? It's all a gift that, our brain's a gift the Lord gave us, so we need to use it. I believe that's, let's see here. Well, we do have two moves. We have two moves. There are there. So let's calculate to see which one is our best move sequence. Because if we go G8, we fall into this mating threat idea. So we have to go G6, H6. Yeah, there's no way to really stop. Because if we go here, he goes there. We takes, and then he locks down the position. It's over, yeah. Yeah, that actually holds the game. Yeah, that H6 is the only one. King H6 is the only thing that holds the game. Yep. Just had to make sure it was all right as rain. Good find, guys. Good find. Do, 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 do. I gotta move my pieces over. Okay. Let's turn this board around. Do, do, do. Yeah. I got white all set up. Now let's get the black side set up. Oops, I gotta put his king in the correct spot. There we go. Let's start with black's king. I have a board under my computer, so that's what I'm actually setting up right now. Then what I can do is, so I don't move on the screen, I can move over the board, and then I can kind of get an idea, because I have to play tournaments over the board, so this just gets me used to it. Okay, queen. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me see here. I think we have everything set up. Yep. Okay, first of all, he went from here to there, so... So what did he leave behind? What did he leave behind? That's one thing. You also have to think to yourself, what did Black leave behind? He left behind this whole rank, but that's not actually the idea. Like what Fox said is the idea. It's that it sits on a capture square. So the drawback to the rook to e5 move is the player on black side put his rook on e5, which yes, it's pinned at this moment, but all we have to do is remove the queen from the pin of the pawn and we can take the rook. Yeah, I think that's right. Rook to knight a4 is the winning move, because even if he plays here, well, wait a second. Hold on. No, if we do that, we actually lose a... No, I think we're still okay, because if we play here, he takes there, we take, he takes. I think we're able to retreat our knight out after that. I think he gets a queen. I think he gets a bishop and a pawn for a queen. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, first of all, yeah, rook takes rook is first. That's right. Then you play there. Yeah, I knew we forgot something there. So rook takes rook, rook takes rook, and then knight to a4, knight a4. Correct move. He checks. And at this point, we're forced to take, otherwise we lose a rook. So, well, are we forced to? Well, yeah, I guess we are. Well, no, well, let me see. Hold on, if we take right now, oh yeah, we're fine, because even if he checks here, we could just move our king. The bishop protects the knight. Yeah, we're fine to take. What was I thinking? We're fine to take, because it doesn't matter if he takes here. The bishop still protects the knight, and we could just move our king over. Silly me. Okay. Why can't they keep the same side of the board? Yeah. Why can't they keep the same side of the board? I constantly have to keep turning my board. I like when they do like white for a lot. On, oops, wrong side. On chess.com, the cool thing is you can actually flip the board. So if you want to always do a tactic as white, you can. Okay, let's get this set up. Okay. Oh yeah. We're happy today. We get to do chess all the way. Yes, we are. Hey, nice. That's nice. Nice find there if you did that. Well, I gotta say that I'm also improving as well with with the ability of tactical understanding that the Lord put for us to do on here. It's incredible because I'm getting better at 5-minute games and longer games, so it's all working out. So we're all improving, and that's the purpose of this stream, is to help you guys improve as well. We're in this together. It's not an I, it's we. I better not have any more of that. I'm just going to have some water. Let me see here. So we played rook from D, D1 to D5. Huh. Let's see, bishop takes. So what did that move do? Well, if you look at the drawbacks to pawn rook D1 to D5, takes. Interesting. I liked that a lot. Interesting. Yeah. See, again, we have to say, what did White do? He put a piece on a spot that could be captured, which he was thinking that if we do capture it, I don't know what he was thinking when we capture it. I think he was thinking that maybe he could do that, but that's crazy. His idea is bishop takes d5. Knight takes d5. Oh, and he trades off. Gotcha. Okay, got ya. Yeah. I think that's right. I believe that's because you want to remove the defender of this this rook. So the defender of the rook is actually the knight on c3. Yeah, that does look strong. And then when the knight goes, and let's say that queen takes rook, we actually could take, and I think we're up, we'd be up an exchange, we'd be up a bishop. I don't think there's anything that he can really do because the queen guards the e7 square. Is there anything he could do? Let's see if he takes here. We just snap that off. And if we take here, queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then we have these pieces versus those. Yeah, I think you guys are right on that. That's right. And queen takes first. Oh my word! Really? You gotta be kidding me! You're joking me! Oh. Yeah, 'cause yeah. I don't understand that. Why is that? Why is that? Why can't we take? Oh, equal material at that point. He's protecting the rook. Okay, I gotcha. That's my fault there. It's my fault there. My fault. My fault there. That's all me. That's my fault. Yeah. Yeah. That's sometimes the not fun of learning is you do have to make mistakes to get better. It's just how it is. But trust me, when you sit down and you're facing the other side and you're playing and you see that brilliant move that they put a double exclam on, all these times will be so worth it. That's what I keep telling myself, because oh, okay, got one more piece. We were so close. I missed that totally. I moved way too fast on that. I gotta make sure I don't. I gotta make sure I see it before I move it. Like on searching for Bobby Fischer, don't move it until you see it. Don't move till you see it. Okay, from here, from G5 to F3. Okay, dokie. Let's see if we. The drawback to that move is this. See, this knight was once attacking this, and that. So these were the squares that the knight was kind of attacking before it moved. So let's see if we can find. It's also hanging, but we have to be careful that. Let's see. Yeah, that is fun. But we're improving, so that's the whole thing. Let's see if we. I don't know. Let me see, because I think that he can. If we take here, I don't know if that's right. Takes there, then he checks. We come up. Check. If he comes over, no. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, but we got to make sure, because sometimes the most obvious moves may not actually be the. One time our group once thought it was this thing, but we took our time, did the searching for Bobby Fischer thing. We thought before we moved, and we actually found out it was a totally different move. So I know these type of puzzles sometimes are very tricky, and they'll actually set up for something that you don't want. Yeah, if we play here, I think he potentially has a check, and then if we move, check, and if he moves there, that's even, yeah. That's a bad move. That's not fun too because of there. Huh, interesting. Let's see if it takes there over, comes there. Yeah, there is no more checks, is there? Right, that's interesting because if we play rook takes knight here, rook takes knight. If this rook does try to double, we just go to rook to, king f8, and I don't think there's any more checks that he can do. If he tries that, we win the queen. So, and the queen has no. When we're here, our king's there. The queen has no checks that are good. So I think we're safe to take. me see here. I really don't see anything else that makes any other sense but that. Yeah, I think that's right. So rook takes, rook g1, it takes, I think that is right. Then rook comes over. Now we're at the part there. Because I think if we stay here, he actually has a check. And then when we move, he checkmates us. So if we come back here, he checks, we move, check. No, then he has check there. Yeah, we get checkmated. We actually get checkmated at that point. I believe that's right, because we come here, here, there, check, up, rook takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and that's mate, because our king's here. This pawn guards there, there, and the queen's here, and it guards there, there, and there. Yeah, that's checkmate. I believe that's potential, maybe. Huh. Maybe I'm miscalculating. Hold on, let me just take a look. No, I think you're right. I don't think we can take, cause yeah, interesting. I think rook f7, now that I look at it, is maybe the right answer now that I think about it. Because if we move, guys, no, I'm wrong, because you can't do that. I was thinking that, then there. Nope. That would stop that. Yeah, that's right. I think it's mate. If we take here, I believe it's mate. No, we could play intercept there. Huh. If we take here, Yeah. Yeah, that does lose a queen. I think the idea of moving the king over to f7 is the right move. I think I mean f8. I believe king f8 is correct if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. I think we're okay with um, rook f7. I believe. I think we're okay with. I think rook f7. I think rook f7 actually works. You like king f more? Boy, this is a very complicated one. Trying to see it. Hmm. I think I see your idea. I see your idea about this, but the only sitch of this right at this moment is we don't actually have a rook on f7 to guard against something like that. I don't know if king f. I'm not sure if. Well, I guess potentially maybe. Let's see if we play. If he plays. Wow. King f8. I don't think there's any really. So king f8 and then queen there. King f8, queen to h7. Queen takes pawn. Check, then up. Or up there, and then bishop checks. So, yep, you're right. You do lose. Yeah, you have to move. You have to move. It is forced. That's actually forced now that I see that, because you lose if you don't do that. You lose a bishop. Yeah, you guys are right. King f8 is the only move that holds anything. It holds our advantage. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Boy, that was a tough one. Nice. We've had 3 games. I'll do one more and then I gotta log. And we'll try to make this efficient as we can. We're not going to overthink it. Let's see. Okay, got to put that bishop. Oops, put the bishops over here. Let's get this thing a rolling, a moving and a grooving. Okay, let's get this working here. So we have two pieces for a rook. So this should be an interesting game for sure. I mean, puzzle, not game. But potentially it could have been a game. What is a game? A 5 and 5. 5 plus 5. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's be efficient and think quick and straight to our idea. Let's see here. Thinking maybe rook takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Nope. Then there. I think we're down in exchange if we do it that way. Yeah, it's too that loses. We don't get enough for that. Let's see here. I think we know drat. We could. I was really hoping to play in there, but we can't play there. So, nope. Let's see. I think we win. If I'm not mistaken, knight takes rook. Takes. Check. No, that doesn't. That wins zilch. That wins nothing. Gotta be careful there. I don't want to lose points because of a misclick. Let's see. Okay, the drawback to that move is that he lost the defense of this pawn, opened up this file for a check. So potentially maybe it's I'm thinking it might be bishop attacks the queen. Or maybe it's rook. Maybe it's rook there attacking the queen. Then if pawn takes, we have check. Let's see, right there, takes. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think it can actually take there. Takes. Yeah, that doesn't work. Something's telling me that that potentially is an idea. Yeah, that, you know what, hey, you know, it's worth a shot, you gotta say. It looks good. It looks good. That's actually a mistake if you do that. That allows there. The best move in this sitch is actually to take with the queen. That's the best move. Because if you play here, I mean if you do here, you take there, you have check, and if the king moves here, you checkmate. So he has to move there, and you get a smother mate. So queen's gonna take. Queen will take the rook at that point. I don't think we can hold that. Can we actually hold this position? See here, there, there. Check, king over, bishop takes, king. Nope, we lose it. We'd be down in exchange. That's what I'm thinking. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Not sure. Has something. It has to have something to do with. Let's take a look. Bishop takes, pawn. Pawn takes, pawn. I mean, pawn takes bishop. Rook takes pawn. Rook takes knight. Rook takes knight. And if we try queen takes rook, queen would take our rook, and he'd actually be up in exchange at that point. So I don't think bishop takes actually works. I don't think it works. Yeah, that doesn't work. I really do believe it's that. I think it has to do with that. I think that's the only move that makes sense in the position. I think that's it. Queen e5. Well, potentially. Yeah, that well, actually, if queen e5, queen takes bishop, queen takes, pawn takes, knight takes, rook takes. I think it's equal material. No. I don't think e5 actually queen e5 works. Now that I look at it, huh? There has to be something. Has to be something to deal with that. I know there's something to deal with that pawn. There has to be something. What are we missing here? Oh, it is this. Oh, I'm bad. My bad. This is the move. Because if he retreats back here, we take here. And then if he takes here, we actually come here. And we check and we win. We're up in exchange. Yes, this is the move. Here. Here. Up here. Takes. And then if rook takes queen. Rook takes queen. Let me see. Knight there. Am I wrong? I think I got this wrong. Nope, I got that wrong. I have that wrong again. Because then knight takes... No, it doesn't work. Drat. Irritating. Okay. Well, we could just... We could wait and pick this up tomorrow if you guys would like. Because I think this might take a little bit more time than I allotted. Not sure. Let's see if we can't find it in like 2 or 3 minutes. I gotta log. I gotta see this. Okay, well, I'll stay on a little bit then. We'll get it then. We'll get it. Boy, this is very irritating. That's okay. If you don't, that's all right. You know, we'll get through this. We'll figure it out. Oh man. I could smell a smothered mate. I just don't know where to actually find it though. Here. Maybe it has something to do with if we played here. He takes there. We take. But then we're double forked at that point. No, we could play here, couldn't we? I'm thinking it's that. I was thinking something like this, but I don't think that. I think you could just take at that point. And that doesn't work, so. Oh, if he goes, if he, Queen F5 is here. Let's take a look to see if it is. Queen F5, Queen F2, King F2. King takes F2. I gotta put the rook back here, right there. I don't think it is. I don't. Oh, wait a second. Where's my rook? Hold on. But what do we do after he takes here, though? Oh, rook takes. Interesting. Rook takes check. Pawn. Pawn takes. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This potentially might be the idea. So bishop takes. Rook takes queen. Pawn takes check. No, that's not right. I really thought it was. I don't think it is. That seems. This is irritating. Let's give it a go. And then after we play here, queen there. I think it's queen here. Queen to nope. We can't move our queen off that diagonal, that file, because we lose it. We lose our knight to a pin. Hey, how you doing? I think if we play here, then if he goes back to queen to G6, we take here, and then if rook takes, we drop the check. Yeah, this is it. H6 is the move. H6, yeah. H6 is the move. That not work? Oh yeah, you're right. Ouch. That's right. Such a splitting headache of a problem. The only problem is, what if he takes, though? Oh, then H6, okay. Interesting. I think that, let's see, queen here, rook takes knight, and H6. Queen H6. Then if queen goes to H4, we snap off that rook. Yeah, I think that's right. I believe you're right on that. Oh my word, oh, you gotta be kidding me. We worked that hard. I should have taken. I'm so sorry, guys. It's my fault there. That's me. Okay. Well, we had it. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot that you have to take there first. That's okay. Well, we'll get it back there. Okay, there, then there. Okay. Well, we're gonna I have to log off here though. Yeah. My fault. Yeah, and you know what? Let's do this. We did make a mistake, but let's go and we'll solve it 100% this time. Yes, we don't get points for it, but guess what? We solved it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll then log off now. So as West says, through Lord Jesus, I say God bless, guys, and see you next time on Chess Crutcher TV. Remember that we make mistakes, gotta slow down, do the problems, and we're always learning. So that's the whole thing. And I appreciate you guys getting on, helping me, and we'll keep rising in the ratings. Okay. So remember, keep studying chess. Only go back to just to learn a little bit, and so that you can keep moving forward. You don't want to dwell in the past. You want to keep moving forward, and when you get the position and you get it right, you get to say, as we always say, I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Be blessed and have a great rest of the night.